What's going on, people? Welcome to United View and welcome to the road trip for our game later on tonight against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park, man. It's Manchester United sides in big trouble. No centre-backs, no players to choose from. This Manchester United side are in massive trouble, being embarrassed tonight at Selhurst Park at this moment in time. That's how I feel. That's how I feel, mate. Gary Neville settings. We ain't got no players. I saw Johnny Evans travelling earlier. Please, Johnny. Please. I was talking to Manchester United Insider, does provide the sort of team news and stuff. Said he has a feeling that Varane could make it as well. I mean, if that happens, then great. And even that, the sort of nick that they're in is not great, but it's a patchwork job, innit? It's a patchwork job. And maybe Casemiro has to play all of the game, and then you bring in Johnny Evans, see how long he can last, and then you got to bring on Varane, see how long he can last. I don't know. But big man thing, yeah, in the words of Castillo, it's not looking good, bruv. It's not looking good at all, bro. Like, I just got this vision of Elise twisting, turning, finding man, Eze coming in off the sides, twisting, turning, half turn, round corner, triangles, yep, set man, yep, get it back. I got visions of that. Mateta just bullying whatever patchwork centre-back that we've got, centre-back partnership that we've got. Adam Wharton, listen, the kid's done really well since coming in the Championship from Blackburn, I think it was. Really good player. You know, him and Will Hughes. I sent madly, Will Hughes. Just doing well. They're just doing well in it. They're just doing well. And this version of Man United, you know what we're on. You know what we're on. We've seen it. And I said at the match relay, I don't even want to get angry. I don't want to go mad. And I don't want to be too pessimistic and just argue with people. And I'm done. Like, we just need to get to the end of the season. Chelsea above us on goal difference as it stands. So if we don't win today, well, a draw would help, but it's still, like, we're in trouble. Next game's Arsenal, then Newcastle, Brighton. We're in trouble. We got a hard run in. So yeah, I don't feel great. Like, I don't have any optimism. There's no Rashi. I think he's injured. I don't think Scott McTominay's going to make it. He's injured. So you're looking at Garnacho, Rasmus and Anthony front three. Bruno's touch and go. Could we finally see him miss a game? And when I say finally, I don't mean because I want him to, but I mean out of, like, he's like never injured. Is this the time where it comes to it? I don't think it is. The way Erik ten Hag was talking in the presser as well, sort of saying how always available. Last year against Brighton, he sort of said that, you know, he had a massive sort of strapping on his ankle. It was so big. He always finds a way to play and not let the team down. And I think that'll be the case today. I think Bruno will play. So on the flip side, I always say no mitigating circumstances, but against a good Palace team with the likes of Eze, Elise, Mateta's in form, Adam Wharton's doing well. I think Gay's back in there as well, and Anderson together. So it's a solid outfit, isn't it, really, in this new version of Palace. It's not Roy Hodgson's Palace anymore. Under the lights as well. Monday Night Football. I think we're within our rights as Man United fans to be concerned about this game. But I'm not just going to do a whole road trip just sort of saying why we're going to lose and we've got nothing, we've got nobody. There are still decent players on the pitch, hopefully, I think, that make it, you know. Garnacho's been good. Rasmus Højlund, if we feed him, we know he can score. Anthony hasn't been good, but there's times where he's been okay. Got to show something, bro. Bruno, there's always, when he's on the pitch, there's always something that can happen. There is, like, it is going to be individual brilliance. It ain't going to be good football and this, that and the other. But on the break, you know, we can hurt Palace. Of course we can, because we've got some decent players still about. So I'm looking at that. I mean, in midfield, obviously it's going to have to be probably Mainu, Eriksen, Bruno, I would say. Probably has to be that. And again, if it's quite combative in there, Eriksen could struggle. But if he has space and time on the ball to pick a pass and put his foot on it, he'll be absolutely fine. I mean, when he played against Sheffield United, he was doing everything right. You know, it would go under the radar, but he keeps the ball moving, could pass it both feet, nice weight. But when the game gets too transitional, because, you know, that game wasn't like that because Sheffield United let us have the ball, then we're in trouble. And that's the thing, the big spaces. You know, you've got Casemiro and a makeshift centre-half pairing with either Johnny Evans or Varane, or Eric might just go, right, I tell you what, I'll go do it from the start, play Varane and Evans, see how long they can last, and then Casemiro has to go back in there, and then Eriksen can come on later on in the game. So we have to look at it and see. But one thing I do know is that this could go badly wrong. And now we're in the last sort of 4 games. The pressure's mounting in terms of we haven't got anything to play for, but we need to make sure that we don't have sort of worst season ever vibes, you know, letting Chelsea come and take our spot, Newcastle take our spot, and before you know it, we're finishing 8th/9th. And that will be, you know, Ten Hag still fighting for his job, in my opinion. The news that came out with the Bayern Munich situation, with them wanting him, you can make what you will of that in terms of, there you go, shut up, it proves that Ten Hag good. You know, it's only clowns who want him out of the club, this, that and the other. And you could look at it the other way to say, you know, it's good riddance, it's extra. Look, I'm not here for that, that's fine. This is the road trip. But what I'm saying is, my point is that results matter. And these next 4 games, and I tend to agree with Owen on this, these next 4 games, if we lose them and lose them badly, or come out of the 4 games, you know, 12 points up for grabs. If you're coming out with like 2 points and that from 12, and you're ending the season on a whimper, that's going to matter for Erik Ten Hag. Like, it will matter. Like, it's a problem. A big problem when, you know, there's a new set of people who want to make decisions. So, and we know from the best of times, traveling to Crystal Palace, it ain't easy. Do you know what I mean? Especially this version of them. Then the next game, it ain't easy. But with the amount of lack of players that we do have, absolutely, listen, of course it's a mitigated circumstance. Like, if we play these tonight and, you know, Evans didn't make it or Varane didn't make it, and we literally have, like, who are we going to play? Like, of course you have to take that into account. Like, how could you expect any more? At the same time, it's not a free pass for just, like, doing everything wrong. It's a free pass if someone gets done centre-half and it's like, oh, he's not centre-back, of course that's going to happen. Then, you know, shit happens. But in terms of, like, you know, the forward players not doing anything or giving the ball away or missing chances or we can't create and stuff, we've still got some good players on the pitch. Like, I'm not saying because there's no centre-backs, like, that is the excuse we're allowed to lose 3-0. Because that also isn't the case as well. The problem is that with the players that are missing or the amount of injuries we do have, we could lose 3-0. And it is quite negative. I mean, a lot of us on the shows and that haven't predicted a win for this, predicted a loss. I never predict Man United losses. I never like to do that. But the fact of the matter is if the team, we have no idea what the team's going to look like with the amount of injuries. So we have to understand that could happen. You know what I mean? Even on a good day when everyone's fit, we struggle to go to Palace. And we're not a good team. We're not a good team right now and haven't been all season. So I don't know, man. If we do win, I see no way that this will be a routine day at the office. That hasn't been that all season. I don't see a way in which we win. I don't. I feel really pessimistic about that and really down about that. I never like to be like that, but I just want to be honest. If I can't be honest in the last 4 games of what I think's going to transpire, then what's the point? I can't see it. Maybe we might be able to nick a draw, but I just don't see it. I'd love to be proved wrong, and hopefully I am. I'll be on the match view. Check it out. Me, KG, and the others down there in the studio. I think Min is there as well. And then after that, full-time view with Owen as well. So yeah, and the pre-match show, make sure you check that out with Owen. But we got no players. I don't know.